which is the NFL Draft Combine.
We start today.
Starts today, doesn't it?
Yep, start at 3 or so. Well,
Peak
maybe
overreaction
3
season
Eastern
starts
time.
today.
So I think
I've
2 o'clock my
seen
time.
We was just watching First Take in here, and now they were talking about is Fernando Mendoza a number 1 pick?
Okay, come on. Well, yes.
I mean, yeah, he is. It's the Raiders.
Like, why is it a question?
I don't think he's a great number 1 pick. All right, I think he's the number 1 though in this draft. I mean, this draft is not the greatest when it comes to quarterbacks. Now, today we start with
period.
Right. We start today with defensive linemen, linebackers, and kickers today. 3 Eastern, so 2 my time and maybe like 1 your time, Jalen.
1 o'clock.
And Friday, defensive backs and tight ends. So we're gonna start getting to the skill positions. Saturday is the fun day with quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers. And Sunday is the offensive linemen. We're gonna see a lot of heavy lifting that day. So this should be fun today. I mean, we got defensive linemen and linebackers. Is always fun to watch and see who's gonna do the bench press and the cone stuff. I think the most overrated not event, but I guess combine, thing that you got to do.
One thing about the combine is everyone falls in love with. He ran a 4.240.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Peak overreaction season.
But then he can't tackle. He can't read plays. Like you can be fast, you can do all of that, but that's a special team trait.
Extremely fast and can't catch.
Yeah,
everyone knows
that's what I'm saying.
40% of ex wide receivers are cornerbacks. They can't catch.
Mm-hmm. That's why they're quarterbacks.
The strength positions. I remember the Bears drafted a guy named Sammy Williams.
Yeah.
And he jumped out of a swimming pool. Oh my God. It's amazing to jump out of a swimming pool. Think about pulling yourself out, just climbing the ladder. This man jumped out of a swimming pool. Oh, the leg strength, the power, the lift. Came to the Bears. He couldn't push me around. Just lasted a couple years and flamed out. You fall in love with these combines and stuff, especially good quarterbacks. I've always said, just look at the film, look at the tape. Mendoza is clearly the number 1 pick for the Raiders. I wouldn't entertain no other offers from any other teams.
I agree.
Get that pick, draft some linemen, get him a receiver to build around, and you already got the running back. Go from there.
I
mean, you got the tight end too. You got Brock Bowers.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you got Michael Mayer still. You got 2 good tight ends.
They're gonna have some cap space to play with this offseason too. So I feel like the Raiders are not a desirable location like for a free agent, but there's definitely something there. I mean, new head coach. He led a Super Bowl winning offense this year. Clint Kubiak did. You have Brock Bowers. You have Ashton Genty. Assuming you can keep Max Crosby, which seems like it's up in the air right now a little bit with how they treated him at the end of last season. But, I mean, there could be something here if they nail the offseason. Like, this could be a quicker turnaround than most people realize.
And one of the biggest differences that the Raiders have, they got a guy that I think he knows a little bit about quarterbacking named Tom Brady.
That too.
Yeah, but he don't got a lot of power really yet. I mean, his voice is powerful, but like he's not the big owner. He's like just a partial owner. He just goes to the games. But like he'll definitely be a part of Mendoza.
But what you're saying, I believe that if Tom Brady talks to that GM, the GM is going to listen, right?
He should. Yeah.
I mean, like you heard on some of the Fox broadcasts this year, like how meticulous he is with football. I trust his knowledge over pretty much anyone ever when it comes to football. He explained one time how the angle of like how you throw the football determines where it goes. Like, I'm trusting this guy when he says a player is worth a pick, I'm gonna trust him on it.
Yeah, he knows a little bit about quarterbacking.
So after Mendoza, I get a little confused on who to like go to. So like the Jets are second. Are they going to go defense? Or
they just made a trade. They just made a trade this morning. They got rid of Jermaine Johnson.
Right.
And I mean, it frees up them to pick edge. Like that's what that trade did. That's what
Arvell Reese
was saying.
Arvell Reese is a good pick right there. Linebacker D end a little bit, I guess. Cardinals are third. I mean, we're gonna obviously do our mock draft whenever that comes around.
Going back to the
eventually.
Jets right quick, who's the week 1 starting quarterback?
Hey, they still got to figure that out. I don't know.
I think
They're
they
gonna have
signed. I could see them throwing
They're gonna
a
try and
brick
get Malik
truck at
Willis.
Malik Willis.
Yeah, they're
I
gonna
could see
try,
that.
but
I could
I
see that.
I mean, like,
genuinely that he should not go there. No shot. No way. He should go to
I mean,
Miami
if I was
or
him,
Arizona.
I'd think about, unless they're offering him 30, 40 million to do it. Like,
Not worth
we
it.
saw what happened to Justin Fields this year. He got destroyed.
Here's another
mean-
thing. Think about what if Tennessee.
I like that one, but I mean,
What
Cam
just
Ward, they're
if
gonna focus on him.
Tennessee would have kept Malik Willis.
Yeah.
Where would they be?
I don't think he becomes the same player he is. I think
Well,
Matt
Vrabel
LaFleur-
left.
Because of coaching.
Vrabel left.
Because of coaching.
Mhm.
Yeah,
They
Vrabel
didn't
left.
get a chance. Bad coaching.
If Vrabel stayed, yeah, that would be nice. That would have been nice. But
Look at where
I don't know, they got Cam
Cam
Ward now. right. So I think Cam Ward might, or I mean Malik Willis. I think he should go to Miami, or he should go to Arizona. Miami's probably the best destination.
I didn't even think about Miami. Damn.
I think a
Best
sneaky
destination.
team that could try and make a play for him is Minnesota.
I
Because
hope
Minnesota's roster,
not. I mean, they have a nice
They're
roster,
just a
but
quarterback away. Dude, look at what
Yeah,
they did
that
with Sam
division's-
Darnold.
I mean,
That division's
he
too
doesn't
hard.
even have to play good for them. Like they went 9-8 this year with Max Brosmer and JJ McCarthy. Just take that for what it's worth.
I think you should go to the AFC because
McCarthy.
Yeah, they're not-
McCarthy practically last year was his rookie year because he was injured his initial first year. So
the NFC North is too hard.
Minnesota, McCarthy, you still gotta wait. You gotta wait and see.
I mean, obviously you're not going to release him, but bringing in some competition wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, that's fair.
The NFC North is too hard. He shouldn't go to the NFC West with the Arizona Cardinals. I think Miami's. I'm not saying
I
this
didn't
is an
even
easy
think about
division. I don't think this is an easy division, but the Bills are kind of vulnerable right now.
Yeah.
The Patriots are beatable. I mean, if you go to Miami, you got a chance to do some good stuff. Maybe you might not make playoffs, but I mean, you could really show like, hey, I'm the guy here now. Like, I deserve this contract. I think.
I mean,
Miami
not only
might-
that,
I've been saying Miami's a perfect spot for years for him, or not years, for like 2 years for him now. Like Tua being out in and out. I'm like Malik Willis is like right there on the Packers right now. And once his contract is up, he should absolutely go to Miami. And I know Tyreek Hill left, but you got A-Chain, you got Waddle, you got all those guys at skill.
I mean,
positions.
not
You got
only
a
that,
decent
your
defense.
head coach is you have Packers connections. The
what I'm
GM
saying.
and head coach
He knows
both
you.
come from Green Bay. Like their GM, John Eric Sullivan, could pull the we took a chance on you in Green Bay, we're gonna take another one.
I think he might be a Viking. Kyler Murray might go to the
I could
Vikings.
see that.
What went wrong?
With who? Kyler Murray?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So he went from like, I'll explain it.
He was a
He
number one
went
pick.
from-
Yeah.
I don't have a
Wait.
good answer for that.
I got an answer. I got an answer. He went
Right.
from being a number one pick, okay, to being in like close to MVP conversations early on. I'm not gonna lie. He was in MVP conversation for a little bit there with his running ability, and he has a cannon arm. It's just accuracy started to diminish, and so they were. If you guys remember, they were kind of like bad at the time, obviously, but a couple years before that, they were like in the NFC Championship and stuff like that. They were, competing with the highest level. They were competing. They made the playoffs with him, but the coaching all around. I mean, he's had like I think like 2-3 coaches, and none of them have worked out. It's just one of those situations where like he was put in the bad kind of area, and then he started gaming and stuff, and then it just started to be like he's not watching film, like he's not taking it serious. And it's kind of hard to do that when you're on a team that don't really care about winning. So like, I think Kyler Murray, man, I think he needs a fresh start. I think he's still a very capable quarterback. He could be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFC, talent-wise, if he went to a certain situation. If he went to O'Connell in Minnesota, I just know for a fact that Kyler Murray would be able to shine again with a top wide receiver that could catch. Because they got Marvin Harrison. They thought everything was going to change and turn around. Still hasn't. I'm not seeing Marvin Harrison do anything that's noteworthy. I think Kyler Murray going to Minnesota would be perfect for his longevity in this league. Because if it doesn't work out somewhere else, I don't think he's going to be in the league much longer. He could go to baseball if he wanted to, but I don't know.
I mean, like he'll hang around as long as he wants to, because teams will keep taking chances on him based on potential. I mean, you saw Baker Mayfield get he obviously resurrected his career, but he got a chance with Carolina. Then he got a chance with the Rams. Then he got another one with Tampa Bay. Like, a lot of times when you are the number 1 overall pick, that does carry status. So I think if he wants to hang around, he probably could. But as a Packers fan, back to the Minnesota idea, that scares me a little bit because, like we've been saying, that team's really only a quarterback away from being right back in the NFC North conversation. They weren't even that far off this year. So, I mean, if you add someone like him who's a dual threat, Sam Darnold was very much a pocket passer. Kyler can run. He can still launch the ball down the field to guys like Addison and Jefferson, and even if they get him going again, Hawkinson. They address the running back position, I would assume, through the draft or in free agency. That could be a really scary team heading into next year.
Well, you remember he tore his ACL like 4 years ago, and I think teams are saying like, oh, you can't be mobile anymore. You can't transition to the pocket, which I completely disagree with. I've seen Kyler Murray sit in the pocket and make some spectacular throws. I think he literally just needs a guru at coach to help him out and just get him back on the same track. I mean, seriously, like if he has a crazy arm, and a lot of people know that, a lot of people see that, but then, you know, when you get hurt all the time and then, you know, Jacoby Brissett comes in and starts taking your spot and shine and starts playing amazing, even though he's losing games. I mean, it's going to be hard. I mean, it's going to be hard to kind of compete with that.
And same system, different quarterback, journeyman quarterback, and he's outshining you. That's a problem.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get back.
I mean, but that Arizona team was a dumpster fire pretty much from the start. They had a couple close games, but I mean, that defense was abysmal. It was pretty clear, especially at the end of the season, that they quit on their coach. Like,
he's still 28 too, bro. I think he's got a chance. He's still 28. He's, you know, in the prime of his life right now, in the NFL at least.
And if you really sit down and soak it in, they play in probably the second hardest division in all of football. Like,
so yeah, some cases.
I mean, I would say in terms of the other 3 teams, it was harder than the North was this year.
Yeah, you play the Rams, the 49ers, and the Seahawks 2 times each year. Like, that's like 6 losses already.
Right. So, I mean, look, I'm telling you, if he goes to the North, it's not going to be any easier, but at least you'll have a better foundation around you. You have a competent defense, Addison and Jefferson. I mean, you even convince Jefferson to stay. I mean, I truly believe Kyler Murray can do what he can do. But he also had kind of an overrated NFL combine, if we're leading back to that combine stuff. Because
I remember he was the biggest controversy with Kyler back in the day was his height.
That's what I mean.
Like when he measured in at the combine, and I want to say he cleared 5'9" or something like that, he shot up the draft boards again. Because the question wasn't whether he was the most talented player; it's whether he'd be able to see over defensive lines and stuff.
Yeah.
Can the Bengals win 10 games next year?
I mean,
I gotta ask David on this call. You gotta ask David that, bro. I don't know. I'm sick of talking about them.
He can delude himself into that one.
I'm so tired of talking.
I mean, I think Trey Hendrickson is probably.
I'm sick of the Bengals, bro. They are not worth my time of talking about anymore. And it's not Joe Burrow, but like at the same time, it kind of is. Like everyone's always like, if he was healthy, I'm like, well, but he's not.
He was healthy last year.
Healthy last year. You didn't make playoffs. Everyone blames the defense. I get it. The defense was bad. But at some point, we got to start looking. Everyone wants to look at, you know, certain quarterbacks around the league and blame them for stuff like this. But
you look at Lamar Joe Burrow, Jackson, they blame Lamar for not winning with bad defense. Look at Josh Allen. Oh my gosh!
Can the Chargers make the playoffs again?
Yeah, we're gonna make playoffs.
I would say
for
so.
Sure. Absolutely. We got the highest cap. We got the highest cap space in the league right now. Bradley Bozeman just retired. That's our center, our historically bad center who made the O-line horrible this year. And if we get Tyler Linderbaum from the Ravens in free agency, who should be our top free agent pick, we will be great at offensive line once we get Slater or Joe Alt, Linderbaum. We get Zion Johnson at the guard, and we get another guard position in the draft probably. I think I really wanted to shoot for George Pickens, but I think they franchise tagged him, so that's a no-go.
Lions done?
Who?
Are the Lions done?
No.
I don't think
the Lions up.
No.
They shouldn't. They could have made playoffs this year. They could have.
I mean, they fell apart a little bit, but they addressed they got rid of their offensive coordinator, who is one of their biggest problems. Taylor Decker's coming back, which is good for them.
Don't count them out. They have way too good of an offense.
one of the YouTubers I watch has been talking about this. Trey Hendrickson getting traded to the Lions to like be on the other side of Hutch. I mean, if they do that, I mean, there's gonna have to be some finances. Obviously,
He should have been traded there, bro.
But I mean, if they do that, they're probably the best team in the North again, because the biggest issue that they had this year was their defense. Their offense still put up points most weeks. I mean, if they can get a pass rush, they have the safeties figured out back there. They have good enough corners and linebackers to be able to stop opposing teams. It's just they got to get to the quarterback.
The only team that contained the Lions in the North were the Packers. The Bears struggled. They lost to the Lions the last week of the season. The Vikings didn't. I mean, the Vikings actually played the Lions pretty well, but I don't know. I think the Lions
beat
just
them
fell
twice,
apart.
didn't they? Yeah, they did.
I think the Lions just beat themselves in those type of games. But I don't know. Every other game, like AFC games, they would win. Like against the Ravens, they won. I don't see the Lions being done anytime soon.